everybody, I'm Merisu the Art Sheep, and thank you so much for checking out this video, and yay, we're back with another video. It's been a while. Last time I did a full speed paint was in early July, and of course, uh, if you know anything about my situation, you've been keeping up with me on social media, you know the reason why is because my Grammy sadly passed away in early July. So because of that, it's been really hectic, so I haven't really had the time or the juice to work on any speed paint. So I decided to just take a break. But now I'm back, and I've decided to draw Ariel from my favorite movie, well, one of my favorite movies of all time, The Little Mermaid. Disney's Little Mermaid. Yay! Oh, I also add Flounder in too as well because he's cute. I like Flounder. And I decided to finally draw him. I've never actually drawn him in any digital artwork I've done. The last time I drew him in an illustration in general, I think was when I was like 6, 8. So this was fun. It was fun drawing him. And I can't say that like this drawing was anything like that spectacular, but considering I've been on hiatus for a while, I'm actually really happy with it. I think I did a pretty good job. I actually had this not completely, why did I say completely? I'm still on my fuzzy brain because, okay, see, I've been really busy with taking care of everything after my granny passed away. Me and my family have just been really swamped with all the affairs that we had to deal with, and even in the moments that I had free time, I was just like too mentally drained to like draw anything. But I did actually try to draw this at the beginning of August. I first start recording this speed paint on August 7th to be precise, but I was like, no, I can't do it. So I just took a break, and I actually wasn't going to finish this drawing. I was just like, do I really want to finish this one? Maybe we should just draw something else. Like, just put it in the back burner, forget it, blah, 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 blah. But the more I was looking at it, I was like, I really want to finish it. And also, I haven't done a speed paint in a while, so I'm not sure how long it will take me to crank out a completely new one from scratch, and I don't really know what else to draw. I have some other ideas in my head, but I haven't quite figured out how to put them on paper yet. So I was like, let's just stick with this. And I'm very happy with it. Like I said, it's not my best drawing of Ariel, but I am satisfied with it. And I do think I get a little bit better each time. I always love drawing Ariel in as a mermaid because I just love the way that her hair is, and it's so pretty when it's underwater or if she's above water and the sea wind is in her, blowing her hair all over the place. I just love it. I've always loved Ariel's hair. It's always been so pretty. I love the color. I love the shape. I love everything about it. And honestly, those are the two things I do not like about her daughter Melody, is because her hair is always in a ponytail. And also, her, I love the fact that she has black hair like Eric. Like, that's pretty. I love black hair. But she has the most disgusting color for sea tail. Like, I've always hated that color. Like, it's some gross salmon color. I was like, what is this, orange? Is it salmon? I don't know. I don't like it. Especially since her mom has such a pretty color palette. Like, I love Ariel's color palette. Everything just is so pretty. I always add a little bit of blue, though, probably to her tail, though, because it's not like it's a green, like a forest green. It is like a green that more leans on the blue side, because green is a neutral color, so it does lean more on the green side, blue side, than it does the yellow side. But I always add a little bit more blue to it. But never make it solid blue, because then it would just kind of blend in with the background. Like, everything about Ariel's design is peak. You can tell the animators put a lot of care and love in designing her, and I absolutely love it. And then again, I just love the Little Mermaid. Like, I don't really like any thing Disney's put out for a long time. I think, like, I wanted to like the Elementals, I really did, but it just was like, I don't like this. I did like Encanto, but nothing's really that thrilled me that much. But that said, I absolutely adore the original movies. The ones from the classical era, the one from the Renaissance, the kind of dry era, the one from the Renaissance era, the one from the early 2000s. I love them all. Like, probably my least favorite Disney movie out of all the ones that I've seen is probably from the start, from 1937 all the way, I mean, did I say? Yeah, 1937 all the way to all the way to the early 2000s. My least favorite movie would probably be Home in the Range. I didn't really care for that one, but Home in the Range at least had some more going for it than Wish did. If you guys want to know what I thought about that movie, check out my over 2-hour review. Yeah, that's gonna be my biggest accomplishment this year. Me putting out a 2-hour review of Disney's Wish. That video was so hard to edit, and every time I look at it, I'm just like, how did I accomplish this all by myself? I'm always amazed by it. Like, it's pretty pathetic and sad by professional YouTube reviewers' standards, but for me, I'm amazed with it. I am very happy with it. The drawing could have been better, though. Like, I'm not really that happy with the drawing. I think in one video I did say I was proud of it, but the more I look at it, the more I'm like, yeah, this could have been drawn better. It's not my best, but to be honest, it was just something that I was making on the side to complement the review. The review was more of the focus than it was the drawing. I do like how I did Starboy, and to be honest, I really wish he looked like that instead of an actual star. Whatever, Disney can't make my dreams come true anymore, apparently. But they used to, and Little Mermaid was my most favorite. Right next to Dumbo, and then after those two, it was Sleeping Beauty and Winnie the Pooh. I absolutely adore those films. And the only film that wasn't non-Disney that comes close to it is obviously Anastasia. Anastasia's tied right up there with Dumbo and The Little Mermaid. And fun fact, actually, Anastasia came out in 1997 in November. I don't know the exact date because I just remember the years. I'm lucky if I even remember the months. And I definitely don't remember the days, but I'm pretty sure it was like November 15th or something like that. I don't know. But it came out in November, and right on the same year I was born, in 1997. And The Little Mermaid came out in November, the same year my parents were married. And they were also married in October, so the same year, the same month I was born. So it's like a nice parallel that both of my two favorite movies of all time came out in the exact year something very major happened in my life. My parents' wedding, and then me. You don't get more major than that. So, yeah. That's just something very nice to think about. So, in some ways, this drawing you could say this drawing is for the 35th anniversary. But I wasn't waiting until November to post this, because like I said, I didn't have anything else created, and so I wasn't gonna wait. This actually was supposed to be, the reason why I actually decided to draw Ariel, I had several things that I was thinking of, but I really wanted to draw Ariel, and I thought it would be good to draw Ariel since, darn it, I can't think of it, since it was the end of summer, so it's like, oh, Mermaid for the end of summer. But in the end, I'm glad I picked October, because, fun fact, the Platinum Edition for The Little Mermaid, the DVD Platinum Edition, and the Blu-ray, both were released in October. And no, I don't know about that. I can't remember when the sequel and the prequel came out. I don't remember when those two came out. But the movie Always was re-released in October. At least the platinum. I don't know about always, but the platinum and the Blu-ray were both released in October, and because of that, they made the perfect birthday present for me. What else was I gonna say about this drawing? I know that there was something else. Sometime I wanna draw Ariel in her ever dresses. I really do like. Well, the only one I don't like is the pink one. I hate the pink one. Like, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look bad, but I hate the color. I love pink. It just doesn't look good on Ariel. Like, give her something else. That's why I actually like when like, usually I don't like it when the Disney princess line changes up the original costumes, because I love the original ones. Like, it's okay if you add more details and stuff, but when they drastically change them, I start to not like them. The one change I did like is they changed her dress to more of like a turquoise aquamarine color, and I do like that. But the original one is pink. I really do love her town outing dress. That one is my favorite that she wears. It's absolutely beautiful, and I love the big blue bow that she has in the back of her hair. It's so pretty. Um, I I do like the dress that she wears at the end, the sparkly blue one when she, is turned human by Trident. But even as a child, I was like, this dress seems very modern. Like, I knew even as a kid, like, something about this doesn't seem right. And yeah, I do love it. It does look pretty, but it does look very 1980s. Doesn't really fit. But you could say that's kind of, I mean, it kind of works because it's something that Trident just made for her. But it does look beautiful on her. So I'm not gonna deny that. And I do like it. And then, her wedding dress. I used to not like it as a kid because the sleeves were a little too puffy, but now as an adult, I like it. I should probably, if I had to rank the wedding dresses, I love Jasmine's actually. She has a really pretty wedding dress. Cinderella's though probably is one of my favorites. Uh, Sleeping Beauty and Snow White don't get one, sadly. Ariel's, like I said, I didn't like it as a kid, but now as an adult, I like it more. But probably like Cinderella's more still. Both of her wedding dresses. The one that she wears in the end of the original movie, and then the updated one that the fairy godmother gave her in Cinderella Free, Twist in Time, which actually isn't a bad movie. Like, yeah, it's weird, and, it's definitely kind of in a different style than the original one, and probably not what Disney had in mind when he made the original one, but I think as a movie, I really do enjoy it, actually. I really do like it, and it's animated really nicely, I think. A lot more nicer than some of the ever Disney sequels that were direct to DVD, video, VHS, whatever you want to say. Like, I do think that one was actually animated pretty nicely. Like, Aladdin, there's like Aladdin's animated fairly nicely, but Hunchback of Notre Dame looks awful when you compare it to it. Like, at least with like Hercules, that was a TV show, so it's like you didn't expect it to look like the movie did. But when it came to direct sequels, I mean, like as a kid you didn't notice it, but there were some things I did notice, and the way that the Hunchback of Notre Dame looked compared to the other one, I was like, I noticed this. I noticed this even as a child. But, anyway, I was talking about wedding dresses and then I got onto animation. I'm not, like, it's not, like, in a traditional wedding dress style, but, I mean, I guess you would count Tiana's dress as a wedding dress. She wore it, when she was getting married in the swamp, but then, she wears a different one when she gets actually married. That one's pretty, too. I like a lot of Tiana's clothing. I think she's, I like that, early 1900s, early mid-1900s style. Like I said, my brain's fried. For those who do not know, I got a cold, and you can still hear it. I said it on my last live stream because I still wanted to make some content since I wasn't doing Speedpaint, so I decided to live stream my playing Kingdom Hearts. And in my last one, I had a cold. I actually thought I wasn't going to be able to go that long because my cold was still pretty bad, but I think that's actually my second longest live stream I actually did, so that was funny. But it was just like right as everything started slowing down was my Grammy is like, okay, now I can get on to exercising, I can get back to drawing, I can get back to working, and it's like, oh, oh, I got a cold. Well, I need to go. I'm gonna go. Wake me up like next year. But now I'm finally getting better from it, so that's good. Just and I can get back to my working on my YouTube channel, so it's fun. If anyone's wondering about Revolution Full Color, that's on hold right now. It's actually sad. I found this New Year's resolution that I made. Well, not a New Year's resolution. A kind of guide that I was going of stuff I wanted to do for this, and I haven't really done any of it. I gotta relook it up again because I don't know what I said exactly. But I did make Revolution Full Color Chapter 2. But in my defense, I was not expecting this year to turn out the way it was. And if I knew this ahead of time, going into 2024, I probably would have organized things a little bit differently. But I'm hoping to re-release the chapters hopefully soon. And right now I'm just putting Revolution Full Color on hold a little bit. Sorry about that. And I want to do this side project. It's kind of like an animation. I won't talk much about it because then if I fail, no one will know except for me and my brother, who I then have to kill because he knows too. That's a joke. He's a witness. He's not allowed to exist. But anyway, so as you can see, I'm just coloring her hair. Her hair and her tail are always my favorite things to color. I think I've already said how much I love her hair, but I just enjoy coloring red hair in general. It's always so fun working with the different shades, and you can add like purples and blues and yellows to really make it pop. And it's just really fun to work with, especially when it's like this kind of red. Like when it's an orangey red, that's fun too, but I really enjoy drawing this pinky, more red hair, like actual red, not like the orangey red that's more realistic. But I absolutely adore working with this hair color. And the fun fact, even though I love this hair color, I don't have any original characters with this hair color, and it's kind of sad. I think I was gonna give Switch one of the characters from Revolution Full Color red hair, but I decided she originally had blonde, but then I decided to give her silver hair with red and blue highlights in it because she's based off of the Nintendo Switch. But in the end, like part of me wishes I actually gave her red hair, but I don't want to change it again because I do like it with silver, but I've just never had a character with actually red hair. So that's actually, it's an aspect that's pretty surprising. I need to draw a character with red hair because my two favorite colors to work with are black. Like black looks gorgeous, like just in real life too. I love the color black on hair. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. And then of course this fictional color of bright red. I love that too. I think if I had to do anything differently about this drawing, I think I would have maybe added a little bit more details around maybe her, like maybe give her a necklace or something. But Ariel's never really been the type to wear necklaces. She likes collecting stuff, but she's been more of the hair accessory type of girl. Like she wears a lot of things in her hair, like I said, a big blue bow, a flower. She wears a crown for her wedding, and that's always nice. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to say about the drawing. I think my biggest part that I wish I could have done a little bit better was the grotto, but like I said, I was like working on extra. So hopefully I will be able, I hope to improve my drawing capacity with each drawing. And I think I think when you actually do compare this to the last drawing of Ariel, I do think it actually looks better. I'm definitely more proud of the pose and stuff. The last one I drew, which was in 2023, uh, that one looked nice, but I like this one better. I'm not sure if this one is better than the one that I drew in 2021. I drew a lot of princesses in 2021. Like, I actually tried to draw each one per month for the entire year of 2021. Well, at least the main 6 ones. And I really was proud of how Ariel's drawing looked. I actually liked each one of them. The only one I didn't like was Sleeping Beauties. I was trying to make her dress like a mix because I couldn't decide to do pink or blue, but it just looked bad, and I didn't like how her pose was. Like, I think that looked off too, and I couldn't get the bed right. I like the colors, but I didn't think the proportions, the angle, I didn't think any of that looked right. But for the most part, I was happy with how the Ever ones all turned out. The Jasmine's I'm very proud of that one. Cinderella's is simple, but I did like it. I like Belle's, because I think hers was pretty good too. I loved how the coloring was. Belle was really fun. Snow White, I'm just happy in the fact that I actually managed to draw all those animals. I think I did a really good job at that, and I was so proud of it. And then, Ariel's, like, I was proud of the background, and I'm not sure if I would say that this drawing is better than, that drawing is better than this one. Like I said, my brain's still a little fried. But I will link it up in a card, and you can watch it if you want, and you can be the judge. Although that speed paint's a little bit longer than most because I just got DaVinci Resolve, and I didn't know how to work it entirely yet. So because of that, one part didn't get condensed in its time, so the speed paint's almost over an hour long. Luckily I know how to use Resolve a lot better. And if anyone wants to get into YouTube, definitely recommend DaVinci Resolve. It's so cool and so fun. I watched this one video of Jazza going over the downfall of Adobe, and I'm just like, yes, I've finally been vindicated. I've always never liked Adobe. Well, I always kind of wanted to have Photoshop because it's like, oh, there's such fun brushes in there, and I can't really do that stuff in painttoolsai, but I was like, nah, I don't want to pay for it. Now I'm glad I didn't get it. I'm so glad. As you can see, I added a little bit of extra details around her tail because why not? I always love sprucing it up a little bit. I added frills on the bottom of her seashells and also pearls. Last time I did it in 2023, I added the frills on top. This time I added them on the bottom. Don't ask me why I changed my mind. Don't ask me. I don't know. I don't know the logic behind my seashell frill placement. But for the most part, I do think it turned out nice, and I think that they actually look a little nicer on the bottom. The only problem is that the pink kind of blends a little bit too much in the purple, so if you look at it from a distance, it kind of meshes together. I might change it up. I think it did pretty good on Flounder too, especially since I'm not that good at cartoons. I looked at references though, so I made sure that I was looking at a lot of things, so that way I could really get him down. I really do like Flounder. Like, I don't really like him when he's in anything, like when he's in extra media, but when he's actually in The Little Mermaid, I do think he's really cute, and I do enjoy him. And I love Sebastian too, but I didn't really feel confident in drawing Sebastian. I don't think I can. I want to work on this illustration for Kingdom Hearts, and the only problem is that I don't think I can draw Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, and it's sad because there's a big part of Kingdom Hearts, but it's just like, I'm not that good at cartoon characters. I could barely draw the fish. You think I could draw an anthropomorphic mouse, dog, and duck? Like, maybe Donald, but I definitely don't think I could do Goofy. It would just not turn out good. Anyway, now I'm just finishing up with some bubbles and some filters to kind of give it a nice dreamy effect, and there you go. I hope you enjoyed this speed paint. I kind of rambled a little bit more than I usually do. As like I said, still in the sick brain. But hopefully trying to make a slow comeback. I will be back with another Speedpaint hopefully soon. I might do another one for October just because it's been a while. Also, I have something coming out that will be featured on my DeviantArt, Instagram, and Twitter. That's kind of a style challenge featuring Masada. So if you want to see that, just follow me on those. If you like to do all the YouTube things, if you didn't, then thanks for watching this far anyway. I will be, like I said, I'll hopefully be back with another video real soon. But until then, bye!